Hello and welcome to our lecture on understanding RESTful APIs. Today we're diving deep into a topic that's crucial for developing web and mobile applications and even other applications for different platforms like Mac, Linux as well. So the REST is an abbreviation of representational state transfer. It is the backbone of modern app and web development, allowing systems to communicate over the internet in simple and standardized way. Whether you're fetching data for your app, updating user information, or performing any number of operations, RESTful APIs are at the heart of these interactions. So, grab a cup of coffee and let's unravel the mysteries of RESTful APIs together. Yeah, it was a bit nerdy. Anyways, let's move on. Alright, so first off, let's talk about how RESTful APIs communicate. It all happens through HTTP request methods, which essentially are the languages of APIs. There are four primary methods you'll use. One is get, then post, put, and delete. Get is like asking politely for something. You're saying, hey, can I have a piece of your data? People generally use this dialogue for a lot of different things, but yeah. So jokes apart, it's used to retrieve information from the server. Post is how you introduce new information. Imagine walking into a room and saying, here's something new. It is used to create new data on the server. Put is all about the updates. It's like saying, let's change this existing thing to that. It's used for modifying existing data. Delete, as you might guess, is for removal. It's the polite way of saying we don't need this anymore, and then telling the server to delete specific data. Each method has its purpose and ensures that the APIs can perform a wide range of tasks, keeping our apps dynamic and responsive. Now, let's understand the HTTP status codes, alright? Now, imagine you have sent your request to a server. How do you know what happened? That's where HTTP status codes come in, acting like responses from the server. They tell you if your request was a success. If there was an error or something else happened, here are some common ones. Okay, so 200 means okay, which basically means all is good, here's your data. 404 means not found. It basically says, oops, couldn't find what you're looking for. Now there is another one called 500 internal server error. It means something went wrong at our end. Alright. Now understanding these codes is like learning to interpret responses in a conversation, helping you debug and improve your app's interaction with APIs. So there is actually a website from MDN, okay, that gives you all the response code. Okay, so I'm gonna give the link in the resources section of this lecture, and you can check out all the codes that's available at that point. All right. Now let's talk about the data formats of API. When we talk about APIs, we need a common language, and that's where data formats come in. JSON, JavaScript Object Notation, and XML, Extensive Markup Language, are two of the main dialects. JSON is like internet's lingua franca, lightweight, easy to read, and the go-to for most web and mobile apps. XML is older and more formal, like Latin of data formats used in legacy system or where document markup is important. Understanding these formats is crucial for effectively sending and receiving data through API. Alright. Now, designing a RESTful API is an art and science. It's about creating a set of rules that ensure your API is easy to use, efficient, and scalable. Here are a few principles. Okay. So, the first one is client-server separation. Keep your data and UI processing. Keep your UI and data processing separate to improve flexibility and scalability. Next one is stateless operations. Each request from client to server must contain all the information needed to understand and complete the request. No session state in the server. Now the third one is cacheable response. It improves the efficiency and speed by allowing responses to be cacheable whenever it's appropriate. Now the next one is uniform interface. Standardizing how clients interact with your API to simplify and decouple the architecture. Lastly, API versioning. Alright. So lastly, let's touch on API versioning. It's like updating your app. You want to add features or fix bugs without breaking it for users. Versioning your API ensures that changes don't disturb existing services, allowing developers to adapt new versions gradually. Whether through URLs, paths, headers, or parameters, effective versioning is crucial for maintaining a robust and future-proof API. And there you have it. It's a comprehensive dive into RESTful APIs. We've covered how to communicate with API using HTTP methods, interpret server responses through status codes, exchange data in JSON or XML, designing APIs with the best practices in mind, and managed updates with versioning. Armed with this knowledge, you're well on your way to integrate powerful APIs into your Flutter apps, making them more dynamic and functional. And in the next lecture, we are going to focus on how we can integrate an API into your Flutter app. All right. So we are going to be using REST for that purpose only. All right. So yeah, keep practicing, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next lecture.